Herbivore. Herbivore.
Hello everybody, how are we doing? Thanks for joining. Is that a little loud? Aslan is back in the house. Evening my good people, hope you're all doing well. I'm doing fantastic, thanks mate. And Nonny Mouse is up in here. My calluses from weightlifting. Fallon Marie is in the house. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Angharad. Lovely Angharad. Subscribe to her. Good evening, everyone. From my mum for tonight. Is amazing. Today is my 1 year anniversary of putting up my YouTube videos. Wow. I hope you're all subscribed. Let's give Angharad a round of applause, please. Oh, I'm not set up for that. Hang on. Gem, have you seen my shark?
No, I've not seen the shark.
It's been so long since he's been... Oh, there he is. Pardon me. The Vegan Metalhead has donated $2.60. Shark. Shark. No, I've not gone mad. Anything 64 is the shark activation code, as the Vegan Metalhead well knows. Hello and shark. No question, he just wanted to be entertained by a plastic shark, and I salute him for it. I think that's beautiful. I think we can all learn lessons from the Vegan Metalhead. How you doing, brother? Thanks for that. That's very kind. Off to a quick start with the old super chat. He's a generous and fun individual. Half Greeks in the hizzy. Hello all. Joe Taro, good evening. Good evening. I think that should take off. That's funny. Angharad with the great use of emoji. Why don't you guys use more of our emojis? That's what they're there for. You show them, Angharad. And Nonny Mouse is existing in this new paradigm. What this mean? Or what this means? It sounds interesting, and now I need to know. Anonymous in the comments, everyone name one thing you are grateful for today. I'm going to do it out loud. I am grateful for YouTube. Although it does frustrate me at times, it's brought me a lot of entertainment, new friends, and a great way of earning a living while saving animals. I think YouTube does actually deserve a round of applause, although sometimes it makes me very angry. I'm going to be grateful today. That was a great thing to say. We should focus more on gratitude. We really should. It's so easy to moan about what's not so good in our lives, and then it makes us think our lives are poor. But if we remember all the things we're grateful for, suddenly we realise, oh, actually, we've got it pretty bloody good, most of us. You know, particularly in the Western world, particularly if we've got technology, you know, we're better off than at least like half the world, you know, before you even start. Half Greek is grateful for a clothesline since his clothes dryer broke yesterday. Nonny Mouse, I'm grateful for Higgity roasted tomato and spinach quiche. Higgity. What's Higgity when it's at home, please? I demand to know. I hate it when I don't know things. As then, British weather finally decided to pick up. Yeah, it was really good right at the start of summer, wasn't it? We had like a few really good days, and I thought, oh, this is going to be a cracking summer. But yeah, it's looking pretty good for the next few days again, so that's something. Anonymous loves their washing. Funny lot. Gomez is here. Hello. I said hi before I went to sleep. Now up 10:25 a.m. I'm back to send love again. Nice. Congratulations. I wish you the best. Also, everyone participating. And then a great use of emojis, as Gomez is apt to do. Thank you, Gomez. John Doe with his sexy salamander. What's up, everyone? Yo, my man Hench. How are you doing? Thanks for joining. How's your salamander today? And then we've got a really interesting Russian-looking name, which there's no way I can pronounce that, so I won't even I won't even try it and embarrass myself. Hello, Paul. Big fan. Love watching your response videos. Keep fighting for the animals and making those gains. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene? And how is the veganism treating you? Eliza is here. Hi, lovely. Ayush again. Welcome. My good friend Robert Pacino. The vegan metalhead is grateful for his jobs and also for his aubergine. I'm quite grateful for my aubergine. Timmy Thistle in the hizzy. Joe Taro got lots of vitamin D today. I'm guessing you mean you got out in the old sun there. Lovely. The Woods Smoky. I'm grateful for my pets. That's nice. John is grateful for plants. Mitch eats plants. Is grateful for life. Nice. Vegan Demon. Thoughts on juicing? If you mean steroids, I think that's a terrible idea. If you mean vegetables, I think that's a great idea. And if you mean fruit, I think that's a terrible idea. So terrible, great, terrible, depending on what you mean. So, yeah, the sort of newer science out around fruit juice shows that free sugars devoid of fiber are the worst dietary contributor towards Alzheimer's disease. That came out in Dean and Aisha Sherzai's new book, The Alzheimer's Solution, 30-Day Alzheimer's Solution. But yeah, leafy greens and things, if you're going to get like a lot more nutrients in than you would have been able to eat, then I think that's great. Anonymous. Tesco has a new vegan quiche. It's lovely. That's good to hear. Timmy, how much water to build muscle? Well, we're all different. We're all different. And I don't know how easy that is to really work out. I think you've got to go by trial and error. And I think you basically want to be, you want to be well hydrated all day. Your first pee of the day is likely to be a little bit yellowy, orangey. But you want it to be pretty clear, kind of champagne to clear most of the time. And if it's not, you may be dehydrated. Muscles should be something like 70% water. So imagine if you're a little bit dehydrated. There was one study which showed 3% dehydration leads to 10% strength loss. So yeah, it's something that you want to take care of. And most people forget it. They remember their protein. If you're lucky, they'll remember their calories in general, because if you're not eating enough calories, your protein will be burnt for energy. Let alone thinking about micronutrients. And yeah, very few people really consider water. It's the top need in terms of like things that we ingest. Water is number one. You can go like quite a long while without food. You can't go very long at all without water. So that's very important. Happy Healthy Life Higgity is a fresh food manufacturer based in Shoreham by Sea, West Sussex, England. Good to know. Thank you very much. The Vegan Metalhead, grateful for my 9 pets, 5 cats, 1 rabbit hound. Was that a type of dog? 1 rabbit and 2 fishes. Very good. Gomez, have the best day. This is the most difficult day of living at home. So much work. I must send more love. Then go. Let's send Gomez some love also, please, as she goes on her new journey. Bless her. Boom. Timmy. Oh, hang on. Vegan Demon, fruits and veg. Thank you. You're very welcome, my friend. Yeah, pardon the steroids thing. It's just that I often get a lot of trolls who want to pretend that I take steroids so that they can feel better about causing unnecessary animal deaths. But then obviously, if they think that a vegan diet can support someone who has the most extreme protein needs, then they're really shooting themselves in the foot. But, you know, they're not the cleverest bunch, let's face it. But great question, Vegan Demon. Do you take advantage of fruit juices? Jimmy Thistle is grateful for being alive and breathing. Yeah, man. I feel ya. Hang on, why am I going backwards again? What? Why do I always do this? Eliza, I'm grateful for being part of your wonderful community. This is our wonderful community, and you are integral. Terry, I bought some coconut oil toilet paper. Is that a thing? What is it, like moisturized with coconut oil? Will it give me heart disease? Only if you eat it. Or if you wipe a baby's bum with it. It'll give them heart disease because their skin is much more absorbent than an adult's. So think on. Great question. Is that actually a thing? Yeah, I'm intrigued. Angharad, we are grateful for everything my rabbit family, friends, you and Gemma always makes us say happy. Thank you. You're lovely. Kev O Legend. I would like people's comments, but my only options are to report or block. I think my only options are to do likewise. That's how it is in a chat. It's not like a comment section. It's more of a live chat. So don't you worry. And welcome. How are you doing, Kevo Legend? Where in the world are you? How's the vegan scene? And how are you doing, my friend? And welcome.
How are you doing?
Will you bleed there?
Hello and goodbye.
Oh no, it's the orangutan.
I'll be back shortly.
I'll be back. She will be back. JR Wheels. Hi Hench, thoughts on creatine? I love it. There's a lot of data on it now, and it seems to be healthful as far as we know. It works in about 70% of people. About 30% of people are non-responders, and it does nothing for them. But you'll know that if you take creatine and your body weight doesn't go up at all. Like, say you were trying to maintain your body weight, and you didn't go up 4 or 5 pounds over the first week or two, then it's no good for you. You might as well bin it. However, like I used to think I was a non-responder, but then when I used VivoLife's one, which is micronized, I did actually get a bump up in weight. So it could be to do with the type as well. Monohydrate seems to be about the best. Like there's a lot of fancy, expensive ones on the market. Esther, and I can't even remember now. All these fancy ones, but supposedly the monohydrate, the cheaper version, seems to be the most efficacious. But yeah, as I say, micronized may work better for some people. It certainly seems to work better for me. Link below, 10% off, code HENCH10 if you want to try any VivoLife products. But yeah, it's amazing. It's meant to boost cognitive function, which is the only reason I put it back in again. I'd sort of given up on it in terms of muscle building. And it volumizes the muscles. So the reason your body weight goes up is it helps you to hold more water inside your muscles. So they're bigger, like they're more turgid, like more mechanically strong. It's sort of an aid towards energy consumption, you know, the old ATP. So yeah, if it works for you, very, very good. It's about the most effective legal bodybuilding supplement, I'd say, other than like protein powders. Look at all that love. Lisa Brand's in the hizzy. Welcome. Jason C. Hey there, Jason from Winnipeg, Canada. How's the vegan scene in Winnipeg? And welcome. Thanks for joining. Okay. Igor Street. Hi, did you say sugar from fruits contributes to dementia, only refined sugar? Any sugar not bound to fiber. So fruit is fine. Fruit juice is not fine. Pure like table sugar is like the worst. Like fruit sugar, like fruit juice, not as bad, but still very bad. Still worse than some animal products in terms of dementia risk. Lisa Brand is in the hizzy from Canada. Kevo Legend, wear gloves, dude. No, I will not wear gloves, except in the winter time to keep my hands warm. Not quite sure why you said that, but that's an interesting comment. Maybe it was for someone else. Vegan metalhead, coconut oil, toilet paper is a thing, and a rabbit hound is a beagle, which is a type of dog. Beagles have them big floppy ears, don't they? They're great. There's nothing I like more than to see a beagle in the wind, his ears blowing asunder. Jotaro, creatine works better on vegans. So I think you may be saying that because there is no creatine in a vegan diet. Is that why you're saying that? And yeah, I mean, I've not heard or seen any science on it, but I think that's possibly safe to infer. Yeah, I wouldn't be inclined to disagree that that's probably a thing. Luca, hi Paul, should I avoid all dried fruits containing sulfur dioxide? Yes. Yeah, you really should. That raises your risk for inflammatory bowel diseases like ulcerative colitis, like cancers, you know, colon cancer, bowel cancer. Yeah, not good. You don't want too many sulfur-containing amino acids, so aka you don't want to eat too much meat, preferably none. Sulfites in dried fruit and desiccated coconut. Sulfur dioxide, sorry, sulfites in wine. These all do a similar job on our intestines, basically. Anonymouse, like the video, it draws people in. Thank you, Anonymouse. Gomez is encouraging you to thumbs up. You're welcome, guys. Kevo Legend is grateful for this sunny Sunday. Should be sunny on a Sunday, shouldn't it? That would seem to make sense, really. I've done that stupid. I think that's all right now. Angel, evening. So happy you are live. Thank you. Been having a crap few days. Oh, and I've been looking forward to your lives as I know you reply. And I've been feeling really lonely. Oh, bless you. Let's send Angel some love, please, everyone. I'm glad you've come here. Cowboy. All right, mate? Yeah. Up. Yeah, up. I got a little pussy cat. He's good, isn't he? Let him say no. You okay? He's okay. He didn't like being picked up too much. But I keep forcing it on him. I'm a bad vegan. The wood smoky. I love the recipes from the Vegan Desserts Cookbook. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for purchasing and helping support what we're doing. And thanks everyone who's bought our online nutrition course. We've sold a few, like a lot more than we expected to straight off the bat. So that really takes the pressure off. So thank you so much, guys. Ayush, I'm currently growing lettuce in my indoor hydroponic system. I made it using PVC pipe. Cool. Jotaro, Snoopy is a beagle. He does look beagle-like, doesn't he? Jason, I respect your patience when reacting to anti-vegan trolls, especially Butthead. I know who you mean. Thank you. Yeah, it's not easy. Master of Mario Brothers, thank you for the speedy beanie delivery. Thank you for the sale. Thank you for supporting what we're doing, my friend. And I hope you enjoy it. Sebastian's in there. Good to see you again. Race leaver in the house. +1 kitty points. I love it. Luca, do you know where I can buy dried mangoes and apricots that don't contain any sulfur dioxide? Yeah, I found them. If you look for organic apricots, so they are brown instead of orange. There's a few brands of unsulfured mango. No names spring to mind, but yeah, if you just do a search, it should be quite easy to find them, I would have thought. Race lever feels like he's way more than just... Let's send race lever some love, please, as well. It's horrible when you're all isolated. It's the worst feeling. Bless you. I hope that don't last too long. Emmanuel, hi Paul, what's your favourite band? That's a great question. I don't really know. If I had to say someone, I would say possibly that my favourite artist is Skrillex, although he's done nothing good for a while in my view. Yeah, these are good people here. Igor, so what fruits would you recommend? I have seen you use some dried fruit in your recipes. Any that are unsulfured. I use a lot of dates, raisins, figs, sometimes mango, though we've not had those for a while. Yeah, any biodynamic goji berries are good. Master of Mayo Brothers, does House Herbivore drink any caffeine? We didn't for the longest time. Now we both drink a little matcha or green tea daily, like a couple of cups. So not a whole lot. I think there's pros and cons, and if you're a bad metabolizer of caffeine, you're definitely better off without it. And I prefer matcha over coffee simply because it's so much more nutrient dense, and it's less anxiety invoking. It's more of a calm sort of buzz that lasts longer, and then you don't tend to crash very hard. Half Greek, I use a dehydrator once in a while, no additives unless you want to. Nice. Lisa Brand, what did the boy Olive say to his girlfriend, Olive you? Lisa Brand, get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. That's quite cute, really. Vegemite Codbod, how are you doing, brother? Angel's favourite band is Slipknot. Very good. Metalhead, my favourite band is either Dying Fetus, well, that's not a very nice name, or the Black Dahlia Murder. Two equally scary sounding names. Race leavers having the break from caffeine while they see other people. Chandracha is back in the house. Hello, mate. You need a peace prize for promoting cruelty-free food. Well, you're very kind. Love you, brother. Thanks for joining again. Timmy Thistle finds coffee gets rid of his anxiety. Well, that's an unusual one, but I guess we've all got our little foibles. Kevin Legend is in Southport near Liverpool. I've been to Southport. I think they had a Mr. Universe Championships there once. I went to watch Barney Duplessis compete. And it was being filmed by the Game Changers movie. Or for the Game Changers movie. I think that was Southport. Yeah, it was. Michael Jackson in the hizzy. Joe Terai says coffee gives him the jitters. Yeah, it often does, doesn't it? Chandrachur, we need to promote biodegradable plastic to package vegan food. They're often using starch, aren't they? Like plant starch in vegan packaging. I was getting some meals from Vegan Fitness meals. They're not doing them now, but yeah, that was all biodegradable. Cal, do you reckon you'll be doing a narrated workout video on cardio? Probably not. You have a film weightlifting from a couple of years back. It's not really my wheelhouse. I'm not very good at it. I'm not that knowledgeable about it. I did a video years ago about HIIT training, long time ago when I first started the channel, when I was kind of a bit leaner and more into cardio. But quite simply, workout videos don't tend to do very well for me, so I'm not really drawn. Lisa, Hench, if you could visit Canada, where would you go? Please don't say Toronto overrated. I don't know. I mean, I hear Toronto's great for vegans. I would have been interested to visit Doomies, but yeah, I don't know. I would probably do a few places. Truth be told. Nick Gordon, I did keto before I went vegan and it worked really well on my body. Is it a bad idea doing it on a vegan diet? Well, the longest lived people on record ate 85% of their calories as got a bit of something in my tooth. 85% of their calories is carbohydrate. So to go the total opposite end of the spectrum from the longest lived people on the planet, I don't consider that a great idea. It would be a lot better to do it as a vegan if you're doing it with whole foods. I don't know how easy it'd be, but it certainly wouldn't be optimal for health. Yeah, it certainly wouldn't be optimal. I wouldn't recommend it. I think higher carb, lower fat, whole foods, plant-based tends to sort of be the best for us. Timmy, coffee makes me short-tempered, but gets rid of my anxiety for some reason. That's really weird. What's this? Oh, it's a fly. I thought that cowboy's tail was tickling me. Get off, bee fly. Soda, recommended bulking foods tips. Yeah, for health, eat as whole foods, plant-based as possible. I mean, you could do it with protein powder, oil and sugar. Like, that would be the easiest way to get the most calories in, but you certainly wouldn't live very long, so I wouldn't recommend it. So as whole foods as possible, the more calorically dense whole foods, so legumes, whole grains, tropical and dried fruits, the more overt fat rich foods like nuts, seeds, whole nut and seed butters, avocado. Smoothies are a great option as well. Maybe 1 or 2 servings of a more processed protein food could be helpful for some, like larger strength or physique athletes. Of course, you want some amount of like leafy greens and berries, like low calorie foods, but just don't go overboard on them and fill yourself up and then not get your more calorically dense foods. That's really the main thing. Jotaro, Jimmy's looks amazing. We need one in the UK. Hell yeah. Race leaver, so funny. Sebastian, for me, bulking, I usually add peanut butter to both my morning oats and to any protein shakes. Yep. Just take good care to balance your omega-3 and 6, so if you do that. It's the only thing I would caveat. But yeah, it works a treat. Sebastian bulked from 165 pounds to up to 200. Nice. Very good. Yeah, I got up to 20 odd stone as a vegan. That's I don't know how many pounds that is. That's quite a lot. It's quite a lot of 220 pounds, something like that, or a bit under. JR Wheels, Architects are a great band. Also vegan and Sea Shepherd ambassadors. Wow. I've not heard of those. That's very interesting. Chandrachur, I have observed tofu increases semen volume. I won't ask how or why you noticed that. Dirty boy. Michael Jackson, what do you think of the lectins-free diet? Which there's a load of old bollocks. Pardon my French. It just makes me so angry. Just stupid reductionist science. Some lectins are like anti-cancer, and the naughty lectins tend to be killed by the cooking process. And you know, which foods are highest in lectins? Like legumes. What happens when people eat the most legumes? Well, the longest lived people on record all have legume eating in common. So the most centenarians in the world around the former blue zones, like they were all eating legumes. So if lectins are so like unhealthy, why do the longest lived people all have them in common? You'd think they'd all not eat them. Load of old tosh. Just reductionist science nonsense. Do you know that theory came from like decades old, like beagle and rodent studies? People are so stupid. Angel, does Gemma have any tattoos? She has one like me, but on the opposite wrist. So when we hold hands, you can see, oh God, you can see it together. So that's a bit sad, isn't it? Good on race, Steve. Sebastian, COVID knocked me back down to 180. Wow, I just bought my first time and started to build up my home gym now. Very nice. Very nice. Good luck with all that. That's very cool. All right, I'll probably go till about 8 today, so about an hour or so, as long as we're nice and busy and there's plenty of questions and people chatting. I did an hour and a half this morning. I'm trying to do 3 hours a day, ideally. That's the plan, anyway. Cal, another question. Have you heard of / will you be attending Camp Beagle in Huntington at any point? Great vlog opportunity. Probably not. I know Huntington Life Sciences. I've got a good friend who helped, what's the phrase? He broke a load of animals out there. And good on him. Yeah, to be honest, I don't think that sort of thing is the best use of me, because I'm trying to focus on like health and you know, like sports performance. And then if I suddenly put a load of animal rights stuff in, I'll probably just lose half my audience. So also, it just upsets me so much. It really ruins me when I see that kind of thing. You know, I prefer to just get my head down and smash out the content and focus on the solution rather than the problem. But I'm very grateful that other people do it. You know, we need to look at everything from all the angles. We need people making content around that sort of thing, sadly. You know, I don't do anything around environment either, because it's not my wheelhouse. And again, I think I'd lose half my audience. It's a funny thing, YouTube. You have to be quite niche and like stick within your niche. I think my channel struggles, even though I am kind of within a niche, but because I do like response videos and, you know, like educational, sort of motivational type stuff, recipes and vlogs, I think I'm actually hurting my channel as it is, even though it's all within the same kind of niche. I think I'm probably a little bit too diverse, and so my subscriber count doesn't grow very quickly. In fact, it was going backwards for a time, and I think some people have signed up for one thing, some people have signed up for the other. So whenever I post a video, I could lose subscribers. Like whichever one I posted, I'd lose subscribers from people who'd signed up for the opposite thing. So yeah, it's really hard, and it's a shame. Race, Hench and Gemma need to get matching race lever tattoos. We have left the other wrist free just for that purpose. Thanks, Angel Cooper. You're very nice. Half Greek, that's the only tattoo I would get, nothing else. Timmy Thistle is off to bed. Good night from Australia. All the best. Sweet dreams, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate you. Michael Jackson, white rice or brown rice? preferably a different whole grain. But if you're going to have rice, I would say brown rice or black rice. Black rice would likely be better. A lot of rice has been grown where arsenic was used as pesticides, and rice has a really high affinity for arsenic. It tends to soak it up. And so 3 servings a day of most whole grains confers you like a 10% protection against different cancers, whereas rice tends not to. And we think it's because of the arsenic load, like undoing the benefits. So that's not to say that I don't eat rice, but if I do eat rice, it's going to be whole grain. But yeah, preferably like wild or black rice. I do eat some brown. I wouldn't eat white rice. Well, I tell you, I ate white rice because we ate a Indian yesterday. But that's a very rare thing. You're better off with whole grains. Coconut milk, Chandracha. Coconut milk is also a great food for risk causing heart disease because it's got long and very long chain triglycerides, unbound to like fibre. I would not recommend much coconut milk. I never drink it. No, I never drink that. There's a lot of data on nutritionfacts.org. There's a whole playlist of videos all about kind of coconut oil and milk and all that sort of thing. Some Indian foods though are really, really helpful, aren't they? Really good. Looking forward to my Indian wedding tomorrow. That's going to be great. Cal, fair enough. Your exercise and diet stuff is great as is. Thank you, my friend. Hope the subscribers stick around in the future. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you saying that. Sebastian, I feel like the vegan community itself can be pretty divided, so it's hard to please everyone. Isn't it just keep being genuine, people will stay around for that. Patience. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you. Kate Baker, any tips for starting fitness training at home? Yeah, I mean, I made my most gains training at home. There's nothing special about a gym other than like the equipment. And I just kitted out a really good gym at home. I had like a power rack, like tons of weight, like a free bench that I could angle and move in and out. Yeah, I got up to about 20 stone at home. Just like anything, anywhere, just have a plan. Have a plan. Make sure you've got a decent array of equipment. Get a good workout. Get a good plan, either from the internet or get someone to write you a one like specifically for you and your goals and your kind of experience and ability. I would say for most people, try to do at least 3 hard cardio sessions a week and maybe 3 hard resistance training sessions. And in that way, you're training your heart and lungs, but you're also training your muscle and bones. These are all important. So I like to see a good balance of both. I tend to go heavier on the weight training simply because I'm trying to optimize my physique to be the best example for animals. But from a health perspective, I'd be better off making it a bit more kind of balanced. Martin Hutwood, I tend to eat out most weekends. Unfortunately, most vegan restaurants cook with oil. What's the best way to offset this for the following day? Just eat as good as you can. Eat as good as you can. I do find like some restaurants are more oily than others. The Indian we go to, they actually don't even use oil in the chana masala, but they also do deep fried, foods. So we don't order deep fried foods. We do order a chana masala, and they know us well. And we say, oh, can we have minimal oil? And it's rare that it's very oily at all. Thanks, Eat Plants. Super chat. Morpheus is back with a very kind super chat. Thank you. What are your thoughts on human civilization? I don't know if civilization's the right word. We are. No, people don't like this word. Okay, we're mass slaughtering like billions of animals every year for our taste pleasure when we could be eating plants. So I don't know that that's really very civilized. And I think we're clever. Like we're very intelligent. We can make all these like weapons and we can travel through space. we've got enough warheads to blow up the Earth like many times over. You know, we've subjugated animals for our greed and for our taste pleasure. But, like, it's the number one cause of death in humans, and we're destroying our very home in order to do it. So in one way, look, we're extremely intelligent, but we're not very wise at all. And what a bunch of complete bellends most people are, really, in all honesty. Yeah. I think we have our moments. We come together sometimes. You know, we fight each other. Like, if you've got the wrong colour football shirt on, like one person with a red shirt could like kick your head in for having a blue shirt on, you know, when you're at home, like playing like opposite towns. But then when we all go abroad, you know, and we're all, you know, rooting for England, you know, and then like we gang up on like other people, it's all a load of nonsense, isn't it? Like tribal, just stupidity, just sheer ignorance. And I don't know. I just wish, we are very clever. I just wish we could have a bit more thought for others. That's what makes me angry. And a bit of thought for our future and our children's future. You know. So I think we've got potential, but we need to stop being greedy and we need to think of others. It's no longer survival of the fittest, it's survival of the harmonious. And a lot of people haven't cottoned on yet. Sadly, a lot of people who are making a lot of money. So that's my 2 cents. So that's a great question, Morpheus. I hope that was a good answer. What are your thoughts, Morpheus? I'm interested. Angel, did you see those vegan guys' new video? Food they had looked lush. No, I didn't. I do sometimes watch them. They're a great bunch, aren't they? I think they went to an Indian, didn't they? Right, I'm probably the only one who pleases the entire vegan community. Isn't that the truth? The wood smoky, favourite recipe from the dessert cookbook. I love the vanilla cherry cheesecake. I wouldn't be inclined to disagree. I do like the millionaire shortbread as well. I think it's a toss-up between those two. There's some, I like most of the recipe. Well, I like all the recipes. Some of them I really like. But yeah, I think those two are my favourite. How many have you made the wood smoky? How many have you made? Chandracha, please check out Baba Ramdev's, I don't know how to read that, breathwork. It hyperoxygenates the body. So I do the old Wim Hof thing, but Wim Hof didn't invent it, did he? He's just repeating like the work of some yogis. Cured cancers, remove blockages. What do you mean? In the blood vessels? Clears constipation and makes the kundalini rise. Are all of these things like proven by peer-reviewed studies? I know that breath work raises your epinephrine, which then protects you from like viruses, and it does supercharge your immune system. I've not seen any science on it like curing cancer or removing blockages, whatever that means. But that, do you know what I mean? I don't know it all, and maybe there is science. So if there is, please let me know. I'd be very interested to read about it. It's very good stuff. That's all I know. So I think it's got potential to do a lot of things. Yeah, it is really great. I do it daily. Breath work, cold therapy, meditation. I think these things are so powerful for us in terms of disease prevention. Give peas a chance. You said you were after TV series to watch. Have you seen Jeremy Clarkson's I've Bought a Farm? No, tell me about that. Race Lever, that's why Hench doesn't wear shirts. I'm not sure why you're saying that, but I like it. Yeah, well said, Sebastian. Jotaro, what's a dong? I don't know. Is it an eggplant? Super chat. Morpheus, you kind soul. That's really generous. Morpheus back on the super chat there. I'd say that civilization is a necessary thing for transcending the human spirit towards higher consciousness. But unfortunately, modern civilization has fallen away from that original goal. Yeah, I think, we just need a bit of guidance, don't we? A bit of focus. Alex, hey Hench, I went to get 100 milliliters CBD, but it's out of stock. Is there a way I can get notifications when it's back? I don't know. Not as far as I know, I'm afraid. And I don't blame you. You could shoot them a message on Instagram. They answer their Instagram messenger pretty quick, so it might be worth just shooting them a message. Welcome to the channel, Britt Daniels. Thanks for subscribing. Right, Steve. Angel, I tried a chia pudding for the first time and I couldn't deal with the texture. I spat it out. Also got that I can't deal with crazy textures. Bless you. Blickstairs, Paul, do you know if while you meditate it increases oxygen? Not as far as I know. And what is your nighttime routine to sleep well? Finish eating. I actually finish eating 4 hours before I go to bed. I think 2 or 3 hours is fine, but I finish eating 4 hours before bed. Towards like bedtime, I will put technology on like night mode, so take out like the blue light. In here, we will turn the main light off, and we'll have like a sort of yellowy light, not like a bright white light, but we'll use one of our basically one of our studio lights, and we have it low down because it's actually light coming in at an angle because your photoreceptors are towards the bottom of your eye, and that's what can like keep you awake. Having said that, an hour before sunset, we tend to go out for a walk for about an hour. We tend to go in the woods. And now when you get the sunlight in your eyes at that time of day, it's the right solar angle and it's the right strength to tell your brain, oh, the sun's going down. Now you dampen down the photoreceptors, so lights in your home actually won't affect you as badly after that. And that helps you to then release melatonin, which is what times. It doesn't keep you asleep, but it times like when your sleep cycle starts. So that's very important. Also have a hot bath when I get back. And then the fact that your body is then cooling, that is even more important than light for telling your brain it's beddy buys, is sleep time. And the reverse of that in the morning, cold shower first thing. Cold shower. And then the fact that your body then heats up, that helps to wake you up. If you can get the light in your eyes within the first hour of sunrise, up until about 9 a.m, depending on where you are in the world, it is a benefit. But within an hour after sunrise, again, that level of light tends to really help. It tells your brain to produce cortisol, which people think of as a stress hormone, which it kind of is, but some stress is good. And really, it acts at that time, it acts like a hormone of energy. And it basically tells your body, right, action stations, get up, get moving. So you actually want your cortisol high in the morning. The way to do that, things like cold showers, breath work, and getting the sun in your eyes, like preferably an hour, within an hour after sunrise. But anything up until about 9 a.m. is quite beneficial. After that, it's not going to make a whole lot of difference, actually. I think that's the main things. I like CBD at night. I sometimes like a nighttime drink, something like chamomile. You can stack. I'll tell you what is really good. I don't like to take a lot of supplements, but you can stack L-theanine, which is a compound out of green tea, 200 to 400 milligrams, with magnesium threonate. which is a type of magnesium that finds it easier to cross the blood-brain barrier, and that really helps you to sleep if you have particular troubles. That's a really good stack, but don't take it if you don't need to, because you're better off getting your nutrients from real food. Okay. Luke says, do dates raise triglycerides? Maybe a tiny bit. I eat 4 every time. I eat 250 grams every day, and whenever I've had bloods done, my triglycerides are fine. So it's really refined sugar, unattached to fiber, that's gonna raise triglycerides like in a naughty way. Give Peace a chance. He does mainly agriculture farming, but he did start farming sheep. But there was a tear in his eye when he took them to the kill factory. What a hero, eh? What a hero. Yeah, I don't think I could watch that. I hate hypocrites. Do you know what I mean? People say that they care for their animals, and if you cared for an animal, you wouldn't take them to their death, would you? Like, that's nonsense. Hate it. See money. Off topic, I'm sure, but are you going to vegan camp out there? It's not off topic, it's always on topic. I love the blinking vegan camp out, and yes, I will be there very muchly. We've got our tickets. Are you going, hun? And guys, I think I've told you before, but I'll put it in the chat now. I have created a Hench Herbivore Facebook community. I say I've created it, Gemma created it, but I'll share it in the chat, and if you guys want to join it, and we'll liaise one or both. Oh God, I pasted instead of copied. One or both days, we'll post in that group, and we'll arrange like a meetup. So all the channel, all you lovely supporters, we'll all get together. We'll do like a group photo, and we'll hang out for a bit, like we'll meet each other and just have a bit of a crack. So. How many of you are going, and how many are you going to come to the Hench Herbivore meetup? And if you do come, if you can be bothered, one little thing I'm doing is I'm going to bring like a camouflage bush hat. If you've got like 1 or 2 bits of camo clothing or something military looking, because I sort of do call us the herbivore army. So I just thought that might look pretty neat in the photo. It's not obligatory. Don't worry about it if you haven't got it. But I just thought we'll all do like some muscle poses and have a bit of military stuff on. And it'd be nice to get a big group photo, and it'd be nice to put a name to a face and meet all you wonderful guys. It's my favourite thing about being an influencer, because, what does that mean on my screen there? 56.9k subscribers. It's a number. Like, what does it really mean? But when I meet tons of you and you're actual people and you're all smiley and you're all happy because you're vegan, and we have a hug and a photo and all that, it makes my day. It's my favourite thing. So, and every time I go to an event, I meet a load of people and I have the best time. When I get home, I get inundated with messages. Oh, I saw you at vegan camp out, but I was too scared to come and say hello. And that really makes me sad, because I think, who the hell am I? Like, I'm no one. I'm just like an average Joe. I just happen to turn a camera on. I'm no better or different than anyone else. And I would just really love to meet everyone and have more friends. And it's beautiful. You're just like a bunch of friends I haven't met in real life. And it's a shame. I like to meet you all and shake your hand and give you a kiss on the lips. No, not that. I always take it too far. That's interesting. Give peace a chance. Nice race, Steve. Foxy Blonde is here. She missed this morning, but she's here this evening. Welcome, Foxy Blonde. How is your day been in Scotland? Did you have some sun today? So hot down here. The woods, Smokey loves hiking. Yeah, I would be up for a bit of hiking. Yeah, one day in Nonny Mouse, you'll get there. Yeah, and right back at you, Jason. Napkin Prince, would you consider debating other YouTube health types? Would be interesting to see. Oh, do you know, I just can't really be asked to argue with other vegans. I think, like, infighting or whatever, I think we're better off just promoting veganism in the best way we can and helping save animals. I think infighting, like, I think that causes more harm than good, to be honest. And a lot of people are bellends. I don't want to even talk to you. Alan, I'd love to go to camp out, but I have no vegan friends to go with. Well, you'll meet plenty there. There's a section. There's a section on the camp out, or in the camp out, called Vegan Lonelies, and it's where all the people on their own pitch up. So you have loads of friends, and come and meet us. Hang out with us. You can hang out with us all day if you want to. Would smoke it be also do a meet up? That would be fun. I'm also going to do a meet up in Brighton before the camp out. I don't know when exactly. I'll do an announcement soon. But me and Mooncat are heading down there. So if any of you guys want to meet up in Brighton, we'll make that happen probably fairly soon. Nostalgic Vegan, have you heard of Felby 1? No, tell me about that. Sean O'Donnell, what do you think about the idea of killing predatory animals? I think that's a terrible idea to save herbivorous animals. I mean, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But I think ecosystems don't work like that, and there's loads of herbivores and a few predators for a reason. Assuming it won't unbalance the ecosystem. That's the thing, I think it would. I think Mother Nature had it all sorted out before we came along and screwed it up. We kill humans who are killing humans, so it seems consistent. Who are we to play God? And it wouldn't be, if being vegan is important to people, it wouldn't be vegan to kill an animal. So it would have to be non-vegans doing the dirty deed. It is sad that anyone has to suffer. I do agree, but I just don't think we're wise enough. I don't think we should be screwing around with nature. I think we should leave Mother Nature to her own devices. She's managed perfectly well up until this point, until we turned up and screwing the planet up on a mass scale. But no, I do get the sentiment, Sean O'Donnell. I do get the sentiment, and it is sad to think of that immense suffering. Angel, that Vegan Lonely sounds like my... See, so you two could hang out together, Alan, for a start. You and Angel. Could be a start of a fine romance, for all you know. Jotaro, what do you do on Vegan Camp Out? What's it all about? So, there's talks, there's bands, there's vegan food, there's vegan stalls selling other things, and it's just a sort of festival type thing. I've heard, is this right? Gemma told me this, I don't know how true it is. Is there about 11,000 people going? Because if so, that's mental. 11,000 vegans in a field. Yeah, it's just a bit of a festival atmosphere. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's my favourite thing. It's my favourite event by far. Just real, a carnival atmosphere. Almost like it's like you're all on holiday. You know when you're on holiday and you go down to the, I don't know, what am I trying to really say? Because you have to go to the showers and you'll just pass the other campers and everyone will say morning to everyone, and it's just you're all mucking in together, and I don't know. It's it's like a carnival atmosphere. Everyone's on such a high because so many lovely people around, so much wonderful food that you don't have to ask, is this vegan? Because it all is. Great speakers, great bands, DJs. Yeah, very good. Highly recommended. Aled, sounds weird, but I like to admit, sounds weird, but I'm jumped. Oh, I'm too proud to admit I'm alone. You just did it. You just did it. Don't you lie to me. Or are you going to uni or make vegan friends and drag them to the next one? All right, brother. But like I say, if you did decide to come at the last minute, you can hang out with us as much as you want. Nostalgic vegan. He is really Jack guy behind you. He slaps your mum. What will you do? Bite his jugular. Robert Pacino's off. Thanks for joining. Oh, we had a super chat. Super chat. Morpheus Christos very kindly donated again. He's always donating money. He's blinking lovely. Carnivores exist in nature for a reason. Yeah, that's my understanding. I'm no expert, but my understanding is it's kind of a necessary evil to just keep things in balance. So, yeah, I don't know. It is sad, though, yeah. It is, you know, I wouldn't like to be eaten alive by a predator. So I do get the sentiment, but I don't know. I just think, who are we to play God? Like, why do we have to keep sticking our noses in? Good old race. Melita Lowe, that is a very cool name. Yeah, Vegan Come Out has 10,000 tickets. And only has less than 5,000. Oh, okay, less than 500. So I'm guessing like there's probably about 1,000 staff as well. That would be my guess. This will be my first time there, but I went to V-Fest in Reading in June. That was awesome. Fantastic. Please come and say hello. That'd be lovely to meet you. Very good. I'm just going to have a sip of drink. If you guys have got more questions and comments, as long as we keep being busy, I'll go till 8 if it's busy enough. But then I must get my evening walk in, get my light in from the angle of the sun to tell my brain it's time for bed. I do like to get around the local woods, get into a bit of nature. Stains in the hizzy, how you doing? Sebastian, animals go extinct, new breeds of animals show up. I find it odd sometimes how we preserve some species by killing off others. Are we supposed to have an equal number of every animal on the planet? Isn't it is it like 98% humans and farmed animals now, and like 2% of their land animals are wild? Like that's mental to consider. Like, what is wrong with us? Cal, I wonder if anyone has asked you before about your bonobo back. Is that a bonobo? I didn't even know. Bonobos are the closest to humans, aren't they? I believe. Slightly more so than chimps. I have an obsession with primates. Nature. Primate. How many primates are there? How many different types? It's hundreds, isn't it? I think I've seen different figures like quoted. Stain is going to jump right now. Please entertain me for 30 minutes. I'll try, as long as there's things coming in, questions and comments. I don't know what to say if it's just me like talking to myself on air. Not that often ever happens, really. So what are you guys up to then? What have you been up to this weekend? What's on the cards? What have you been doing on? Have you been enjoying the sun? If it is sunny, indeed, where you live. Bigfoot is vegan and he eats Sasquatch. Right, name this show. Fri, it's me, Big Face. Name that show. Clue, me and Gemma have been watching it lately. Sean O'Donnell, I'm personally not sure either way, but if nature is perpetual suffering, shouldn't we at least catch all the wild animals and put them in a zoo or something? I don't know. If you were going to suffer, would you be wanted to put in prison? Would you want to live in prison for I think that would be suffering. Yeah. I don't know. It's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. That's for sure. Oh, Aled, you sold me Hench. I'll come. Yay! Really want to go. Have you ever met Russell Brand? No, I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. I don't really listen to his Under the Skin podcast. Now he's gone to Luminary simply because I don't want to pay like £2 a month or whatever it is when you can get stuff for free. I used to like his stuff with Matt Morgan. That used to be funny. I can't remember what that show was called. He should bring that back. Yeah, I can't believe how long it took him to go vegan. I really can't believe how long it took. I knew he would eventually. I was sure he would, but he took his sweet time, didn't he, eh? Race lever went to the beach. Nice, good choice. Cal, leg day tomorrow. Not enjoying the sun at all, sadly. God damn it. What have I got on tomorrow? Push day. Upper body push. Eliza just had some dinner and has been for a nice walk today. Lovely. Yeah, I need to do that straight after the stream. Aled, you are correct. The show was Futurama because I said Fry. That was Bender doing an impression of his friend Bigfoot, except he got his name wrong and called him Big Face. And he wouldn't have known his name anyway, so that was a bit weird. Vegan Mooncat. Do subscribe to Vegan Mooncat. He's blinking great stuff. Sorry, mate, I didn't know you were streaming. I didn't know you called. Sorry. Yeah, I should have said I was going to stream. I'm a bit stupid. Yeah, I had my phone on silent, so it's all right. I did not know. I'll probably hit you up tomorrow now, Mooncat, because I'm going to stream till 8 and then get my walk in, and then that'll be like time to settle down for bed. Or will it take very long? I should probably settle down. No, I'll settle down for bed. We've been having sort of late nights lately because we've been too excited to sort of sleep. It's been difficult. And we've done another sale, Mark. We've done another sale. Things are going crackers. Thank you so much for all your help with everything. Taylor, what is your favourite go-to easy vegan meal? Any of them, because Gemma tends to make them for me. Today, my easy go-to vegan meal was shepherdless pie, which probably took her hours. It was freaking delicious. If I have to make it myself... Oh, I'll tell you what... And she made this for me, actually, for dinner. Just a steam fry with some baked marinated tofu. Yeah, steam fry, like a load of veg, some wheat noodles, like whole wheat noodles. You know, a bit of soy, bit of chili, bit of ginger, some maybe 5 spice, garlic. Delicious. I love it. What are you doing on the Costa del Sol, Bloodhill? You make me very jealous. I'm glad you're too hot. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks, Mooney. Foxy Blonde would have been my dad's birthday yesterday. Myself and her always tried to do something Dad would have enjoyed. Nice. So you're sort of commemorating him kind of thing? That's nice. So went for lunch. Then over to Davy Cooper's monument. Very good. Bless. Bless you. Yeah, I lost my dad as well. That's hard. Mitch eats plants. Intermittent fasting versus time restricted eating for weight loss. So there's no metabolic benefit to either, apparently. But there is sort of diet adherence benefits for some people. But yeah, I like weight time restricted eating. I tend to do like about an 11-hour eating window on average. That works well for me. I think if you can do longer, that's even better. But I eat such a volume of food that that's not really possible. Taylor Marshall, nice. I love shepherd's pie. Always gives me gut issues the next day, though. Yuck. That's not very good. Would Smoke you was talking about sunscreen? What did you say? Oh, I want to avoid sunscreen. Oh, natural deodorant. Yeah, we make we've got a recipe on the channel. I might not remember exactly what's in it now. It's coconut oil base, and then it's got like baking soda, I think. What's the other one? You've got baking soda and something similar. Bicarbonate of soda. No, it's baking soda, coconut oil. I think there's shea butter. The recipe is on the channel somewhere. If you search Hench Herbivore deodorant, it's like pennies a week. You make a small amount, it lasts you for a year. You just need like a pea-sized amount under each armpit. It's amazing. It works really well. Jotaro, what do you think of vegan teacher? I'm not really a fan of people like trying to reclaim like the N word, for instance, and making out it means something nice. And do you know what I mean? Like, you can't suddenly decide a word means something else when you're going to upset millions of people and like cause a lot of anger. I feel sometimes as though she tries to be controversial for controversy's sake to get like views. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really a fan. I find it a bit cringy, but she's doing her bit, I suppose. So I wouldn't, tell her she's a bad person or something. Well, when she was talking about the N word, I think that was a bit stupid. Lee Haslam, I think you probably just renewed your thing round, but. Welcome back to the Herbivore Army. Oh, bloody hell, I live here, dude. Right, if you call us trying to get you, I always do some actors that you're very much busy before. Oh, no, you live there. Right. Yeah. Wish I lived there. Right, Steve. Okay, great content. Always keep up the great work, and thank you for fighting for the rights of animals. Thank you for being so lovely, and welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Foxy Blonde, currently chopping some lovely peppers for fajitas. I do love a fajita. Nostalgic vegan. I already answered this. I will bite his jugular, causing death. Taylor, although it's not very vegan, do you think I can lean out while also building muscle, keep my protein high? Depending on how long you've been training for, you ought to be able to do it at least for a while. I would say, yeah, protein, 2 grams of protein per kilo of leanish body weight per day. I would try to be in roughly caloric balance, like maintenance, so your body weight's not changing. If you're relatively new to training, if you're an experienced lifter but back after a long layoff, I think you can do that for a long time. From my experience, it seems to be the law of diminishing returns. And in a really well-trained individual, I don't feel that is sustainable like forever. I think at some point you tend to have to either go into a deficit to lose anymore or into a bit of a surplus to keep growing. I think Greg Doucette is of a differing opinion. Yeah, but I don't know. In my experience, I don't think that's right for most people. Jeff, what are the top 5 foods to include in a plant-based lifestyle? What a great question. Top 5. Do you mean like specific foods or like food groups? I'm going to take it you mean specific foods. I would say ground flax or ground chia for the omega-3. Flax is good for the lignans, but it has like some amount of cyanide. And so you couldn't do tons of that. If you wanted like loads of omega-3, I would then switch to like chia seeds instead. But it's flax or chia for omega-3. Fruits wise, I reckon like berries for their high antioxidant content. So there's 2. I would say some kind of leafy green for the minerals, for the vitamin K. Preferably a crucifer. I'm going to say something like kale. So there's kale, berries, flax or chia seeds. Then you want a starch, maybe sweet potatoes, maybe quinoa, some sort of grain. Oh, we'll go sweet potatoes because then you're going to have an appreciable amount of carotenoids so that you can make retinol or vitamin A. So there's 4 things. And then a legume possibly so you can get a good amount of protein. I'm going to go lentils because they're the most antioxidant rich. So lentils, sweet potato, berries, kale, and chia or flax seeds ground. Boom! There's my top 5. What are your top 5s? That's a really good question, and I'm interested to see what you say. Angel, Paul, with your plant-based chicken recipe, would I be able to fry it and have enough fajita? I wouldn't fry it. Well, not with oil anyway. But you could heat it in a pan or whatever and have it in a fajita, or just heat it in the oven. I think it would work well, actually. Yeah, I think it would work really well. And in fact, I want to try that now. That was a really good recipe. That worked out so good. We were so pleased with that recipe. You're welcome, Taylor. Sebastian, I always add blueberries, some raisins and ground flax to my morning oats. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I do. I sometimes use different berries, often bluebs. Raisins, I normally have chopped dates, but I sometimes use raisins. But ground flax, ground chia on the daily. Yeah, Angel, heat it with water or in the oven. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, that would work good. Yeah, I want to try that myself now. You've got me hankering after some vegan chicken. If you've not seen my recipe, guys, it was, I think, the second from last video I did. Honestly, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet, but best vegan chicken I've ever tried. Subway did one, and I thought that was all right until I tried this one, and I thought, wow, that Subway is rubbish compared to this. Particularly the mayo, which is a healthy mayo to go with it. Race lever. Lisa Brandt is back. Good to see you. Aled, what's your favourite vegan fish? I've not really eaten vegan fish, I don't think. Been mostly whole food since turning vegan. Want to try some vegan fish. Yeah, no, I can't say I've had anything resembling vegan fish. The wood smoky loves wild blueberries. Wild blueberries have much more polyphenols than commercial blueberries. You can tell the wild ones are much smaller, and Lidl frozen blueberries are wild. They are the sexy ones. So a little tip for you, very cheap and very good nutrition. Cocoa nibs in oatmeal, nice. Cat. Hello. Jeff Carter, my top 5 are chia, broccoli, pomegranates, chickpeas and... Yeah, great choice. Yeah, I wouldn't be displeased to be eating those. Timo's in the house. Good to see you again, my friend. Eliza, my top 5 are oats, seeds, beans, greens and Greg's vegan sausage rolls. At least you know what you like. We like to see a lady who knows what she likes. Taylor Marshall, do you ever do boxing? Not anymore. I did a lot of it in my past. I love it for cardio. Yeah, brilliant. I start stretching every day. I want to start Muay Thai. Yeah, brilliant. Very, very good. Yeah, I did a lot of martial arts for about 12 years from age 15. Lisa Brand, question. How do you respond to the non-vegan religious argument that God gave animals for us? I have a friend who believes this. Oh, yeah, it's an annoying one, isn't it? I say, are you kind of interpreting that like the way you want to, because you want to hurt animals unnecessarily? If God is meant to be, benevolent and compassionate, why would he bestow your food with pain sensors and emotions? Does that seem right to you if you logically think about it? I think that's one way I'd go. You got the old Garden of Eden thing where God gave us every fruit-bearing tree and seed, something or other. And then, we were told that's what we eat. And then we committed the first sin, and then he said, oh, well, eat animals if you're going to eat them. But so maybe you could say, oh, maybe, you'd want to do better and like acting according to God's like original plan for man and what was right. And I don't know, that whole thing really frustrates me. And that thou shalt not kill. It doesn't say thou shalt not kill unless you really like the taste of the dead body. Then that's fine. There's no caveat. But yeah, it's annoying when people use religion as an excuse for barbarism. That really pees me off. In another way, do you have to get your morals out of a book? Like, can you not tell like right from wrong? And if there is no reason to make someone suffer, to take someone's very life for the sake of a sandwich, like, how can it be right to... Excuse me, I've got a sneeze. Oh yeah, and then like you could also say like, if the person happens to be gay, you can say like, well, I think isn't it in one version of the Bible that they recommend like stoning like gay people or something like ridiculous, or like God gave man dominion over women as well. If it's a woman you're speaking to, could you say, well, God also gave men dominion over women, so get in the kitchen, make me some food, and also stop being so bloody stupid. Could you say that? I don't know that this sort of thing helps, though, to win people over. I think it causes more arguments than it solves, but it's just how my brain works. So perhaps don't say that one. Yeah, which god? I think there's about 3,000 gods, is my understanding. Well, 3,000 religions. That's, many religions have multiple gods, don't they? So yeah, which god? How do you know which of the religions that is the only true religion is the one that you need to listen to? And is it just best not to cause harm, just in case, the Buddhists have got it right? Or the Jains would be a better one to say. Mitch, I'm training for my first half marathon. I'm trying to lose 15 pounds. Do you have a suggested macro ratio? I think higher carb is always best. Somewhere around 70, 15 is probably like going to be pretty good for you. Melita, I watched your vegan in Tenerife video ages ago. I loved Tenerife so much. Where is your favourite holiday destination you've visited, and where would you like to go? We've not really been to many places. Hey, darling. Not been to many places. I think my favourite place was possibly St. Martin, which is a Caribbean island. That was very interesting. Very warm, as you can expect. Lovely people. You are welcome, they would say. Yeah, where would we like to go? Everywhere. Definitely America. Like Florida, LA. I think Jen would like to go back to New York. Costa Rica, maybe Thailand, Bali, Australia. I just want to go everywhere. We've done very little travelling, and I would like to just do some extensive travelling. And with our new business, at some point in the future, that should be on the cards that we're going to sort of experience the vegan world and report back. That's the dream anyway. Yeah, good on you, Angel. That just seems backwards to me. It really seems backwards. Sebastian, Paul, which platforms are you streaming? Just YouTube. Just YouTube currently. Jeff, Hench, need some advice on this. Worked out a year total now and back after almost 2 years. I want to lose 20 pounds of fat and tone at the same time. What should my protein be at in calories? I would invite you to download my free vegan nutrition guide, and it'll tell you how to work out like your caloric needs as individual based on, you know, your stats, and you'll use a total daily energy expenditure calculator. But yeah, well, you might not be asked to download it, so I will explain it quickly. So yeah, type into your browser TDEE, which means total daily energy expenditure, and then a calculator will come up. It'll ask you your age, sex, date of birth, height, weight, body fat percentage. It may be, if you can have a little guess at that, you can maybe compare yourself with an online sort of chart of men and women and their body fat. And then it'll give you a rough figure, which should be roughly for your maintenance. And then you want to aim to lose no more than 1% of your total body weight each week. So, you know, for a lot of people, about a pound or two. So a 500 to 1,000 caloric deficit is probably about right. But we're all individual, so you might want to work that out. Weigh yourself AM once a week after the loo, before you eat or drink anything. That's your true weight. And then titrate your calories based on what that says each week. Re-weigh yourself under the same protocol. And yeah, if you lose 1% of your body weight, keep doing that. If you maintain your body weight, then you need to take off like another 500,000 calories or whatever it is. Play around with that until you're losing like the right amount. No more than 1% of your total body weight. Don't be in a rush because it'll end badly. Protein, I would go for 2 grams of protein per kilo of leanish body weight per day. Fat, if you can eat quite a lot of fat, then maybe 10% of your calories from fat. If you're on lower calories, then maybe more like 15%, just so you've got enough total calories. The remainder, like the bulk, as carbohydrate, because it's the most efficient way to just for fat loss and for optimizing your health and well-being and energy. It's very good. That's the best way I know to lose weight. Super chat. Chris Grauer very generously donated $1.99 US. He's given us the thumbs up. He's loving our work. He's not got a question. He's just supporting his local neighbourhood vegan YouTubers out of the kindness of his heart, and just letting us know that we're doing a good thing. And I really appreciate him. Thank you, Chris. That's really kind of you. Right. I think we're about there. I'll just see if there's anything that I should speak to. The aerial perspective. Hench, because of you, I got me some CBD and took it 3 times so far. Feels like it changed my life already. Less pain and more chill. Thank you. Fantastic. I do love to hear a success story. Well done. Well done. Yeah, great. I can't speak highly enough. Do you know, I only promote things that I use myself and that I really rate. And yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it, and that's very good. And thanks for your support if you happen to buy it from Honest Hemp with my link. And if you didn't, why are you order? No, I'm just kidding. Sebastian, would love to meet you guys if you come to New York. Well, we shall let you know. I wouldn't be surprised if we make it there sooner or later. Boom. Are you on tomorrow morning? Yes, I'll be on for at least an hour tomorrow, somewhere around 8 or 9 a.m. kickoff. Angel, your name, it just really does suit you, doesn't it? $4.99 on the super chat. Just a little something before you go. Hope you and Gemma have a lovely night. Thank you, my darling. We really appreciate your support. I say it every time, but I'm so grateful because we wouldn't be able to do this job if it wasn't for the likes of you. So thank you so much. Bless you. You'll never know how truly grateful we are. Thanks, moderators, for keeping us troll free. Thanks for the super chats, keeping the beans on my toast, the wheels through the door, and the cameras rolling. Download my free vegan nutrition guide. It's below. It's well good. It's all the basics: how to burn fat, how to build muscle, how to optimize your health, how to not get disease, or to really lower slash your chances of the chronic diseases. How to make sure you get all your nutrients, all the stuff you need to know, what foods to avoid, what ones to include. It's free. Or if you want a really in-depth course, boom, we've just put this one out, which is online. And it's just, this one is like an overview, and it tells you everything you need to know. But this is more of a, it's in-depth. It's really like 20 years of Gem and Mai's like knowledge and experience combined. The nutrition, the cooking, there's like recipes. Give it a little look if you want to. There's a link below, and you can read up about it and see if you think that's for you. We've sold a few already. Thank everyone who's bought that. Thank you so much, because we were struggling a little bit, if I'm honest. We've just been looking at the old finances, and we were kind of on the edge there. Kind of on the edge. But now we're very comfortable, and we can definitely keep doing this. For the foreseeable future. So thanks everyone who's super chatted, who's bought a course, bought a book, bought some CBD, and thanks for just turning up and, perhaps you're commenting or liking the videos, sharing streams. Teamwork makes the dream work, and I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for you guys. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm very, very, very grateful. Love you guys. See you tomorrow morning about 8 or 9 a.m. if you're around. Oh no, I can't do tomorrow, can I? We've got that wedding.
Shreya said we don't need to get there till after 9:30. So
9:30, but I need to get a workout in.
Yeah, sure.
Although I could do a stream before. I could eat. Stream, get to the gym. 6, 7, 8, 9, 9:30. So I could take my stuff to the gym with me. I'm going to try and get on for 8 a.m. guys. I'm going to try and get on for 8 a.m. It'll only be an hour because I've not got long because I need to train. And we're going to an Indian wedding. It's going to be so much fun. Workout stream.
Bye, everyone.
You could do a workout stream. Yeah, anyway, bye guys. Thank you so much. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks, moderators. Thanks for being such wonderful people. See you soon. Bye for now. Bye-bye.